So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way, and that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, Richardson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
You know, what's funny about the NFL, Mike, is you expect to come out and have your A game each and every week. And certainly that's ideal, but can you win when you don't have your best stuff? And I think that's what we saw from this quarterback last week. The best thing he did was just continue to battle, continue to make just enough plays, even though he had some struggles. The biggest thing is, while he continues to improve, what a confidence boost for this entire team, knowing that even if their quarterback doesn't...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. The tight end going in motion to the left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had a strong start to this season, right there in the mix with the NFL leaders in rushing. His drive will start on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. It's Richardson on the move. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zone. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Quickly to the outside and complete. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Now Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. At the 9-yard line. Richardson. He's got it at the 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now this time they'll look to throw. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Number 89. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, San Antonio. It's first down and they'll run. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He gets this into the hands of Green.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's a close game early on. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in for the touchdown.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. And the visitors are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense, and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On 2nd down, Richardson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And that'll move the sticks. That's a 1st down to the 45-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Richardson going to look to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Nice job bouncing back there on second down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in second and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up third and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. He's put together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Open man, right side. He's got it. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. He's across midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's caught, left side, it's complete. And he's into the end zone for the score.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Makes the score. Visitors 17. Our home team 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Richardson to throw it here on first down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He'll try again here. Second and 10. Now Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. From the gun on third down, Richardson. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down for Houston.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
This one complete right side. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A second down throw for Richardson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. And his guys will come back to tie things at 17. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Back to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. Now here's second and goal. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman he has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll throw out of the gun. Throwing right. It's taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. A run now on second down. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started.
Our home team, 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. Into space at the 45. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Handoff here, up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of a shotgun, Richardson. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
We're all set to kick this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 25-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. And he'll pick up the 1st down as he moves this up to the 29-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They'll send a tight end in motion. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A pair of 1st downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a give on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They've converted 2 3rd downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Throwing now from the gun. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
To number 87. 8 yards pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had.
And he will score again. Has a touchdown. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kick is good. Makes the score. Visitors 31. Our home team 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Richardson. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Throwing is Richardson. Open man, left side. He's got it. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Slot receiver, headed right. They'll run. He'll try the left side now.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. From the 1, 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Houston. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
31. Our home team, 24.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
The quarterback on the scramble.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Tight end motioning left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. A toss left side caught by his running back. He's going to have the first down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. tight end on the move left. Now they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's got another one for the touchdown. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Next to score, visitors 38, our home team 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Now, a big 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On 2nd down, Richardson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So it's a win for our visitors. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.